Welcome to the Multek booth here at Electronica. Delighted to be joined by Joan Vertus, who's the Chief Technology Officer. Welcome, Joan.
Thank you. Thank you, Trevor.
So, tell us, first of all, a little bit about Multek. You're a division of Flex, which of course is a very well-known global brand. But you do some fairly high-rel bare boards. Tell us a little bit about the portfolio.
The technology portfolio we have. So Multek is a wholly owned subsidiary of Flex. And so we basically do a lot of new technology with Flex, but also with their competitors, which is really nice to be a wholly owned subsidiary. But from a technology standpoint, we can do anywhere from a printed circuit board that's a 46-layer rigid board, 18 by 24, very large, down to a single layer Flex. We're in China. So we're in the Zhuhai, China area. We have a very big footprint there, about 20 million square feet of printed circuits we do there on a yearly basis. We also have a facility in Northfield, Minnesota in the United States, and that does single double-sided Flex, roughly about 20 million square feet, miles and miles of that. And then also I have a technology center in the heart of Silicon Valley where we do a lot of new technology development, which is very interesting for us.
So are you mixing up you're doing some of the Flex rigid boards and some of the things that are going into our phones and things like that these days?
We do Flex, rigid Flex, print electronics, and multi-layer boards. So a lot of challenges all the way around.
Yeah, I bet you are. So, I mean, obviously everybody's working just now with 3G and 4G, but of course the thing that's coming down the pipe is 5G. What kind of challenges is that going to bring?
So 5G, actually we started working on 5G a while ago with our customer base because our customers are really solid as far as what their roadmap needs to be. And so the material selections, when you start looking at the antennas, signal integrity, just even the roughness of the copper can have an effect on the signal integrity itself. You don't want the latency, you always want to get the signal. We're going to be seeing a lot of streaming. And then when you start looking at things like autonomous driving where you have to have connectivity very close, that last mile, the antenna solutions around that, and then also the frequency ranges that are going to be used. It's not just, the small frequency ranges. They're going up very high, and we see multi-band frequencies within an entire printed circuit, so we have to do things like hybrid systems. We also have to consider thermal management because you're moving a lot of electrons now through the copper, and so we have to do a lot of things there with the thermal management also.
I think they're going to be also adding more security to these systems too.
Security is going to be very key, very, very key.
Okay. Another topic or another area that's presenting a number of challenges to manufacturers at the moment is of course the LED business. There's a lot of thermal excursions there, a lot of issues around that. What is Multek doing to sort of help with that?
So on the LED side of the business, if you look at LEDs and where LEDs used to be, LEDs used to be where they were very, very warm. I mean, and you had to pull out that heat. And now the manufacturers, the LEDs, have gotten really kind of honed in, and we don't have as much as the heat issues as we used to have, but they still exist. And so what we've done is we've developed some technology. It's called our Q Prime technology out of our Sheldall facility, which is it's our technology brand out of Northfield, Minnesota. And that's used in overhead lighting, it's used in automotive lighting, and it allows for a very thin, flexible way to have the attach, but also spread the heat, where it's not a very clunky system, and it allows for a very nice spreading thermal properties, so you don't see the issues that you normally would see with a basic heat slug type of system that's commonly used.
So is that helping to extend the life cycle of the solid-state electronics? Because we know the lamp's going to last, but is the solid-state electronics lasting longer?
It helps quite a bit with the electronics because it allows things to run cooler. It's that heat that's really some of the challenges that we see, and managing that is core to making sure this has longevity. So.
Well, John, I know we could talk about this all day. There's a lot of issues out there that we both have a common interest in, but thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. This has been fun.